YouTube, surprise surprise, I'm still alive and kicking after a few weeks of being so absorbed in actually playing video games that I've been ignoring my analyzing duties. I'm coming at you today with a subject that is very near and dear to my heart, both for personal reasons and just in general: Lara Croft's sexuality. And no, I'm not talking about all those lingering shots of her ass and tits, but the character's sexual orientation. More specifically, I'll be looking into her particularly close relationship with her best friend and aspiring filmmaker, Sam Nishimura. This analysis pertains exclusively to the 2013 reboot, so please keep that in mind. The game begins with Lara and Sam mid-voyage off the coast of Japan, searching for a lost island rumored to have been ruled by the Sun Queen Himiko, an ancestor of Sam's. It's here that we see the first hints of the closeness between the two young women. Lara is determined to decode the mystery of Sam's ancestry, and Sam demonstrates time and time again just how supportive she is of Lara's self-appointed task.
I can't believe we're actually on an expedition to find the homeland of my ancestors. Ever since I told Lara the story of Himiko years ago, she's been hunting for its location. I never really gave it much thought. That any of this could actually be real history.
I'm close to something. I'm sure of it. I just don't know if the others will listen. Or even if they should.
Lara, you know this stuff better than anyone. Seriously, I'm not just saying this to make you feel better. I trust you, Roth trusts you. You got this. Now let's take a break, okay?
Lara's bond with Sam is only further exemplified when their ship is wrecked on the island of Yamatai, causing the two of them to become separated. Stranded without any means of providing for herself, she sets out to find her friend nonetheless, and finds both the courage and the resources to survive the night. As soon as Lara does locate Sam, their usual closeness is displayed not only through Lara's relief, but through the immediate return to the use of pet names.
Sweetie, you look exhausted. Sit down.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, their reunion doesn't last long, as Lara awakes with Sam nowhere to be found. This is where you can see her desperation truly ramping up. In her frantic search, she stumbles directly into a bear trap. When she's found by other survivors from the wreck and freed from the trap, Sam remains her #1 concern, and the crew splits up in search of her.
I'm so glad you're here. Is Sam with you?
She was with you.
I'm going to stop myself here from doing a full play-by-play of the entire game, as I assume those watching this video have already played and are familiar with the plot. You know from here that Sam has been kidnapped by a dangerous, mysterious cult who worships Himiko, and that in order to save her, Lara begins her transformation into a certified badass. And my god, what a badass she becomes. This, my friends, is where we begin to see the transformation from a frightened girl to the hardened survivor we know and love. Essentially, we watch Lara go from this:
There was this crazy man, Roth, and a dead body.
Oh, God. Where are you now, Lara? Are you safe?
It was so horrible. It's all my fault. This is all my fault.
Lara, listen to me.
to this.
That's wrong! Run, you bastard! I'm coming for you all!
Whether romantic or platonic, one can't argue that this dramatic change was fueled by love in some form. Her love for Sam is the driving force behind her development as a protagonist, as well as a playable character. Even without unlocking upgrades, her tolerance for pain only seems to increase the longer she and Sam are apart. I find this angle infinitely more interesting than the self-serving, borderline sociopathic Lara of days gone by. This is a character with substance, with fears and desires, and an unwavering sense of loyalty. When she and Sam are reunited again via radio, any desperation Lara might have needed to push through is delivered in spades. Sam is in very real danger, and if Lara doesn't act quickly, she will lose her. Her original attempt at a rescue goes awry, and we are left with this unpleasant scene.
I'm so sorry. Just look at me. Look at me, okay?
Her second attempt is far more successful thanks to an unnatural change in the weather and Lara's combat skills, leading to a warm embrace between the two friends and a whole lot of hand-holding. Of course, one could argue that they're simply avoiding being separated again, but we don't exactly see her holding hands with any of the other crew members when they're trying to stay together. Speaking of the other crew members, just look at Lara and Sam's body language during Roth's funeral. These girls do not want to let go of each other for any reason. I mean, honestly, look at these cuties. Of course, this being a work of fiction, nothing can stay resolved for long. Dr. Whitman sells them out and turns Sam into the cult, who plan to... damn it. I'm doing a play-by-play again, aren't I? Okay, they want to use Sam's body as a vessel for reasons you already know, and Lara embarks on the third and final chapter of her rescue. Just listen to the determination in her voice when she realizes the cult's intent.
Oh, God. And now you want Sam. Well, you're not getting her.
Not a girl I would be messing with anytime soon, personally. A boss fight predictably ensues, after which you're rewarded with the sight of Lara cradling Sam, now free of Himiko's curse, in her arms. One of the very last shots of the game gives us the image of Lara carrying Sam bridal style back to the boat, while wearing a white dress, no less. Looking at their relationship from the surface, I would be quick to call Lara and Sam about as close to being canon as you can get without actually being canon. However, I do have one hang-up in the form of a journal entry that I can't help but feel was put in there to appease male gamers.
And the hiking trip on the south face of Kilimanjaro, all Lara wanted to do was explore ruins. But who knew we'd run into so many cute guys? Certainly not Lara.
Bullshit! One has to keep in mind that this is all from my big gay perspective, of course. I'll be the first to admit, I have no idea what it's like to be a straight girl. They might all be this cuddly with each other for all I know, but through my lavender-colored glasses, I choose to see Lara and Sam as a loving, healthy lesbian couple, whose relationship is erased and crushed into the dust in the sequel. Until next time, keep on gaming!